Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The fifth-year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Value three, value three.
Out of the gun. Ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180. Hey, kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 20.
Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Roundridge.
Check 49.
General West.
Sponge. No.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. On first down, Brown. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Super.
On 2nd and 7, Goff looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
120. Super 1. Super 1. Hold on. Check.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Check. Walk 54.
Recon. 132 fighter.
You got time right there.
Hey, 66.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Right again.
On 1st down, Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go. Do it.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Now the Bucs are going to go for 2 here.
Begin.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Back to throw, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Go, 12, let's go.
Mike, 50 points.
After the interception, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Too low, check 26, check 26. Let me shoot.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, go 66.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. 80 weapons.
Here's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tackles. Undercrush. Topper. I got it.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Hey, keep it up. 17.
To throw is gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Back. Sugar.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You ain't doing nothing. Check it. 24 is the mic. Right. Motion, box.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time, the extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Shot. 120. Ric Flair.
I got it. Jim.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
14, 5. Check out, hot. Banjo.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Shoot. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, kill.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's gone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 51.
Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Five. Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
It's a gain of 56 yards. 1st down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Gay's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Single, single. 24 is the mic. Squeeze down the level.
Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Brady now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check it. Mike spot 4. Here we go. 54 is Mike.
To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and this is caught inside the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's checking.
Now Jones. And He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Value 1.
Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Mickens. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
36.
On first down, it's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Henderson. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Brown. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter. They've got the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's get it.
Jared Goff. 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it here with Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got my 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hatchet, hatchet.
Value 3, value 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zerline's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the rip.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We go tonight. My 20.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Ric Flair.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check 37, check 37.
Greystone travel.
Watch the twist.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
We go tonight. 180. Tiger, Tiger. Bravo.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Goff on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Come on. Alpha.
Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Single. Watch 80. Watch 80. Side right, Roger. 72. Watch the slant. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is gone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Brown. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Out of the gun. Gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.